Ciao YouTube, I'm the Kaz and this is the Kaz Does, the unconventional DIY YouTube channel. In this video we will talk about automatic dust collection system. So let's get into it. Before to start, a little disclaimer. In this project we will handle AC current, so it's quite dangerous, so make sure to know what you're doing. This project will work with ASP32s. They're a kind of Arduino with a Wi-Fi communication model built in it, and will work in this way. So we'll have multiple stations, one for each tool that will have dust collection, one main ASP2s that will handle all the communications, and ESP32 that will control the Cyclone or whatever dust motor that you got. So here it is, everything you need. And then some breadboards. Anyway, you will find all the documentation and the coding needed to build this project in the video description below. And let's start build the first station PCB according to this schematic right here. So let's build some stuff.
Okay, this is the board that I built with all the connection needed. These black wires, these red wires, and these blue wires will go to the switches. In the back I manage some of the connection needed, like the one that goes to the relay and the one that goes to the current sensor. Then I connected some screw connector to plus 5 volts and GND. These are the screw connectors that I was talking about. And this is the box. Here I got the gate switches, the socket switches, and this other one to just turn it off the system if I want to drill holes in metals so I don't need dust collection. These are the two electrical sockets that are connected following these schematics right here. And inside there are all the connection. This red wire is connected to the solid state relay. We'll go to the normally open connector of the relay. Just let me screw it. These other red wires go to the plus 5 volts. It's the wire that will power everything up. These two white wires are the ones that are connected to the current sensor. And now there are these three little tiny wires that are connected to the three-way connector on the box and will be connected to the motor. So one goes to the GPIO 14 of the SP2s, and the red one surely goes to plus 5 volts, and the black one goes to the ground. So now I just need to plug the switches to their own fastens. But before, let me screw the board on the cover of the box. Now that everything is plugged, we can close the box. This is the blast gate that I built. As you can see, there are 3D printed pieces that will act the gate to open and close. And this is how I cabled the motors. So I got 3 wires. A black one, it's a ground, a red one, it's a plus 5 volts, and then the gray, that's PWM signal. These 3 wires goes in this 3-way connector that will be plugged to the 3-way connector male that is on the box. In this way. So simple.
Now that the build is done, let's go to the PC for understand how the code works and make some tuning, some modification if you need it. You will surely need. So, let's go.
Clicking on the download link in the video description, this web page will open. And here you have all the schematics, the one for the Cyclone, the one for the station, and all the schematics that are attached to the video. In the STL folder, you will find the STL file for the part you need to print with your 3D printer or build in whatever material that you want. This part printed as actually the motor bracket and the motor leverage needed to open the gate. So let's go to the Arduino folder, and you will find these other 4 folders: the station one, the main one, the Cyclone, and the MacAddress finder. That's the one that we'll use first because we need to know every MAC address of our boards, so it's very important. I already downloaded everything, so all the codes should work with the SP8266, but I haven't tested with this board because I don't have it, so I'm sure that's worked fine with the SP32s, but anyways. So to find the MAC address, you just need to upload the code on your board, click on the serial monitor and leave it open, and then upload again the code, and it will display the MAC address of your board. I repeat, you need to do this operation for each ESP32s that you got in your system. Then there is the Cyclone code. First of all, you need to make sure to download all the libraries that you need to let this code works. And then you need to surely change the MAC address of your main, and you have to put your main MAC address inside this bracket, and you will change these 2 numbers for each of these hexadecimal numbers in this bracket. These are the pins that are connected to the board, and if you plug everything up as the schematic says, you won't have any problem. After this, you don't might need to change nothing. You just copy, uploading the board, and that's it. As this code works is just about communication, so it will receive a message from the main way when the station gate are open, and it will turn on the motor of your dust collection system, turning on a relay. So turning on a relay, it means that you can turn it on almost every appliance that you got. The next code is the station. And I repeat, as for all, make sure to download all the libraries that you need. Here also you need to put inside these brackets your main MAC address. Other parameter that you might need to change is this 66, because I use a 30 amp current sensor model, so it's 66 for this type of model, but it might be 100 for a 20 amp one and 185 for a 5 amp current sensor model. So make sure to put the right number and match the current sensor model that you got inside this integer. And then same thing at the Cyclone. If you plug it everything up as the schematics that I upload, you will be fine. And the only thing that you need to change are inside the last function. And the first thing you need to change is this integer that must be unique for each sender. As an example, in my case, I have 1 for the press, I have 2 for my meter substation. I will keep in going like this, so 3 for maybe my table substation, and etc. But it's really important that this integer is unique for each sensor. You should need to change this number by here because this depends on the current absorption of your station. So after that you upload the code to the ESP32 that is attached to your station. You need to open the serial module like this. And as you can see, you can find the current absorption that is displaying. And in my case, it's something like 4 amps. So I put a 2.5 amps limit inside this if function. Whenever the current goes up 2.5 amps, I open the gate, I send the message to the main that the gate is open. And whenever this value goes below 2.5 amps, I wait 1 second and then close the gate to make sure that, I keep sucking all the dust. And that this new data is just a way to be sure to communicate whenever I got this new data equal to 0. So I'm not overwhelming the communication. And that's it. So for the main, it's the same things. Make sure to have all the libraries installed on your Arduino folder. And you need to put here the MAC address of your Cyclone. You don't might need to change nothing. Apart that if you have more boards, just be sure to add their own stroke message. Like this. And then add inside this bracket your board 4 like this. And then you just can go just copying the code and uploading inside your main ESP32. And that's it, just simple as that. The gate's open, the light is on. And this is just manually activating the gate. It will wait 3 seconds and then it will turn it off. And now even the little light turns off.
Just because this video would be too long, I didn't upload the part where I built my dust gates, my boot dust gates. But if you want to see how I build, just let me know in the section comment below and I will upload the video on my YouTube channel. Because I'm not a coding expert, if you want to improve my project, you want to improve my code, I will really appreciate it. And if you do, just let me know, writing a comment in the section comment below. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel and even ring the little bell for stay tuned with all my further uploads. For today, that's all. Ciao from the casa.